Hi, I'm Bill Snyder, Sports Information Director here at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Welcome to another edition of Bulldog Blitz on the road here in Ellisville, where the 4th-ranked Bulldogs took on the 6th-ranked Jones Bobcats. It was all Gulf Coast tonight, winning big 42-3 to stay undefeated and get another South Division win. With me, as always, Gulf Coast head coach Tad Huff. Coach, congrats on the win, and this had to be the most complete game this year. Offense strong, defense, special teams, congratulations. Seemed like a total team victory.
Yeah, I thought so, Bill. You know, it's a total team effort. Coming on the road, number 6 team in the country, undefeated, big South Division game. You know, the kids showed up ready to play. You know, it was a great week of practice, and you could see the progression through the week. The kids responded, and they played like they practiced. I thought tonight was a complete game. I thought offensively, you know, good football team we played. They were good on defense. I thought we did a great job of taking care of the football. We did not turn the football over. We created some turnovers on defense, and I thought we had obviously more explosive plays, and we eliminated their explosive plays. And I thought we played great in the kicking game. So all 3 phases, I thought was a great team win. Big win, proud of the kids, their valiant efforts that they gave tonight, and really excited about where this team can go if we just keep getting better each and every day.
The 42-3 final. We'll take a look at all the action from the big win tonight right after this here on Bulldog Blitz.
Rewarding experience because, you know, it's not just the students that you form the connection with, it's also the faculty. These foundations classes were exactly what I needed.
It's a great school. Their instructors are great. You have more one-on-one time with them, and the classes are small.
The teachers here have been absolutely great. They will go the extra mile to help you out, and I'm really appreciative. I couldn't ask for better teachers here.
Alert throwback, right side, alert throwback. Make sure we get speed on that right side. Hey, don't let him get back in the middle. There we go, guys. Cover. Let's go.
Now, it got kind of interesting early there, both teams kind of chirping at each other, but you guys went in, kind of calmed down and regrouped, but still kept the intensity. You know, that's one of those that can get out of hand. Seemed like the team handled it really well.
Yeah, I thought they did. You know, it was a very emotional football game. Very emotional. Like kids, you know, came here ready to play football, and you know, you got to get 2 good football teams. They're both emotional, and things are going to happen. But I thought we did a great job of, you know, moving on and just playing football. And I thought we did that from the opening kickoff to the very end. So proud of that.
First couple of drives, both teams kind of feeling each other out, and then a really nice drive capped off with Smith to Tavares McCormick. Tavares scored on a play like that at East Central. Very similar play over the middle. We take the lead 7-0 with 5 minutes or so left in the first quarter. That really, I mean, it looked just like that play up there in Decatur, and, you know, those 2 guys really executed well on that one.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you, I thought the O-line did a great job of protecting there. I believe it was a 3rd down, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, it was a real similar football play. Jason made a good read. You know, he could go either side there and field read there, and he made a great read. And found Tavares and hit Tavares in stride there, and he did a good job of catching the football and getting north and south with it. And
is that one of those plays where, you know, he's not as tall as he can kind of slip in sort of like Darren Sproles used to for the Saints? Is that kind of how that, you know, sort of like a middle screen?
Yeah, you know, it's just it's a route that he reads. It's an option route, you know, and as quick as he is, he's playing off what that linebacker does, you know, and he did a good job of making the read, and he is quick enough to get inside on those linebackers and get north and south before they get a chance to get there. So he did a phenomenal job of executing that football play, and that was a big score, big points there early.
Seemed like it really got the momentum going. Then a little bit later, a few minutes into the second quarter, a huge pass from Jason Smith to Tyrone Williams, a beautiful catch. Then Chris Robinson took over, had a nice run to set up a touchdown 7 yards out, so it was 14-0 at that point, and there were a lot of those explosive plays on that drive, starting with that nice pass to Tyrone Williams.
Yeah, I thought the defense did a great job of getting us the ball back, had good field position there, and we took a shot offensively. They were kind of playing the guys down in the box. Jason, again, the O-line did a great job protecting it, and Jason made a good read. Safety jump, the bender, and we threw the post over top of the safety, and good ball. Tyrone went and got it, made a play, and I think a couple plays later, boom, ran the football in there with Chris and finished the drive, and that was another quick, a good big score there for us there to get us up 14-0.
Yeah, so at that point, the defense took over. Jones had a penetration down about the 35 or so. Then we got that fumble. We recovered it, and then a few plays later, Tavares took that speed sweep, took it 57 yards to the house, and made a nice run after the initial line of scrimmage, and it was 21-0. You could really feel all that intensity kind of getting together, being harnessed into some big plays.
Yeah, defense, again, did a great job of getting us the ball back there. It was a little special there to force a little reverse off our speed option look there, and blocked it really well. The defense flew, and he did a good job with the ball after he got it in his hands. And a lot of great effort on the block, and I know we got a good crack block. I think about Jamar Cole there on the safety. Martinez Rankin was out in front, and Easton Marshall was out in front of him. And it was good to get those points. Again, put us up 21-0. It was a big momentum swing for us. So it was another big play by Tavares.
So it was 21-0 at that point. Jones got a 45-yard field goal, their only score of the night, and then the Bulldogs responded again on offense. This time, Smith went to McCormick on a deep pass and made a nice play. Then threw one to Tyrone Williams, made a nice catch over on the far sideline, and it was 28-3 with about 3 minutes to go, and that was another nicely executed, full of those explosives.
Explosives. You got to have explosives. All those scores, we had explosive plays, You're giving yourself opportunities when you do that, and again, we took care of the football. Came back with a big play there to McCormick on the wheel route, and he did a great job. The O-line did a great job protecting, giving Jason time to throw, and then we came back, and we had one-on-one out there with Tyrone, and he made a great catch. I think they'd called pass interference. I was really unsure of what the call was.
I didn't know either. Yeah,
I knew it. Thought he'd called it, and I thought it was a great play by him, going to make a play, and ended up getting us points there. So that was another big play there for another explosive play.
Yeah, so it was 28-3 at halftime. Third quarter, the offense got going again with some more of those big plays. McCormick had a nice run. Then Smith went to Williams again to set up a 3-yard run by Jason Smith. He can throw it, he can run it, and it was 35-3 at that point. Then a little bit later in the fourth quarter, we finish it off with a Jason Smith touchdown pass to Jamar Cole, and that was the final scoring, making it 42-3. But going back to that drive in the third quarter and the one in the fourth quarter, we talk about Jason Smith, what he can do. He can throw it. He seems in such command of the offense. And as far as his demeanor, you never see him get too jacked up. You never see him, panic or anything. That's got to be a good feeling knowing that, your quarterback has got a handle on what's going on.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's keeping his poise, doing a good job. Jason's a kid, comes to work every day, and it's never a perfect game. We're never perfect, but I thought he did a tremendous job, nice staying focused, and like you said, just being in command of the offense. We had some read option looks that whatever Jones did, we were going to do this. And I thought he did a tremendous job of taking what they were giving us a chance to move the ball and move the chain, stay in first and normal down and distance for us offensively. To give us a chance for some explosives to happen. He came back to a good ball to Tyrone that set up another score down here in this end zone here, and then he came back through a Jamar Cole. He went up and made a play, and it was good to see him do that and come through for us there on that go ball there to cap off the scoring. But again, proud of the kids, proud of the effort. Defensively, again, gave us great field position, created turnovers. We're stingy all night.
Beautiful pick by Bridges down there.
Yeah,
had a pick over there on the other sideline.
Tony and Jeremy and Nico and Justin and Brandon secondary, Brandon Bird, those guys did a tremendous job of keeping everything in front. Jones liked to throw the football. They played with a tempo, and DBs took the challenge, and I thought they responded tonight. I know that the D-line continued to move the quarterback and create pressure and got him moving and created some big plays there up front, and our linebackers did a great job. Ian McGain, D-Rod, and Craig Murphy, those guys, they're playing really well right now and playing with a lot of passion, and glad to see these guys just continue to improve each and every week.
Yeah, in the first half, we had a few 5 or 6 15-yard penalties, but then kind of cleaned that up in the second half too. there's that fine line between intensity and, right? And that's one of those, it's a tough balance.
It's tough, and we talked about it. We want our kids, as coaches, we coach them hard. We want to be intense. We want to play on the edge as close as we can. You don't just want to jump off the edge completely, Once you get there to the edge, you need to stop, And I thought the kids, a couple of them out there today, I thought was the guys playing hard, and we got to be smarter. Again, that's things that we can clean up. Just being mentally, focused and being disciplined and doing the things we're supposed to do. But again, the effort was great, and I'm glad to come away with this victory for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those, you'll take intensity over being lethargic any day.
No, any day. I'd rather have to be ready to calm someone down than have to motivate them to play, and these guys are, playing and responding each and every week.
And I'm sure it was good, too, for the sophomores. Last couple of years, Jones has had our number. Coming up here in a decisive victory, kind of exercising some of that from last couple of years.
Yeah, for sure. These guys, like I said, Jones, Coach Thornton, those guys, Coach Boyd, they've done a tremendous job here. And, last couple of years, they've been some battles. And I think our guys from last year responded tonight with a little bad taste in their, they had a little bad taste in their mouth again over the last year, but again they came back out tonight and I thought played like that too, so that was good.
So 42-3 the final. The Bulldogs continue to be undefeated in their overall record and in the South Division. Coming up after the break, talk to a couple of playmakers from tonight's game. Heading into the break, more scores from around the MACJC. You are watching Bulldog Blitz.
I started at Gulf Coast. I started with Gulf Coast.
I started with Gulf Coast. And finished with confidence.
And welcome back to Bulldog Blitz. Gulf Coast wins at 42-3 over Jones. One of the big offensive stars tonight in the big win, Tavares McCormick. And first of all, B-Town, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're both Biloxi natives, so we had to get that in there. Now, talk about this game. You had a bunch of big plays, got that first touchdown, really seemed to get it going, had a couple of big runs and all that. Kind of talk about, first of all, your performance and also how big this win was.
Oh, it was a real big win for us. At first, we came out, our team was crunk, so we had to simmer down a little bit, remain our focus. And, once we got into the locker room, we just sat down, cut off the lights, and as a team, we came together and we sat down. And it was like, man, we got to win, we got to go back focused. Don't worry about what happened during pregame. Just worry about what we got to do when we get out there. And as a team as a whole, we did very good, and I'm proud of my team on this big win we did.
Yeah, everybody was kind of, jawing, chirping a little bit, but so that was kind of a big deal, kind of to chill out a little bit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it made the game more interesting, but we got to be smart about it. So we're gonna work on it this week coming up.
Yeah. Now, as far as you're concerned, you've had some big plays before. Would you kind of consider this a breakout game? You had that long touchdown, had a couple other big runs, kind of had to feel good. Huh?
Yes, sir. It felt real good. It was one of I feel like my best games, and now I got to build on top of that and achieve more every game and make sure I do better every game, try to challenge myself.
Yeah, one play almost had a spectacular catch on a long bomb. So that's one of those, how do you came back strong from that. Yes, so, some people would just get upset and moan, but you came back and kept playing well.
No, I just had to tell myself, don't worry about that play. Just get the next play. Once you get it, take it on home. I took it on home.
I hear you. So this is the first time we've beaten Jones since 2011, so I'm sure some of the sophomores knew that because they came to our place, took us down last year. So was that kind of a motivating thing this year?
Yes, sir. It was a very motivating thing. It was good motivating.
Now, this may have been our most complete game of the year. It's one of those, now you just kind of build off this. These guys were, you know, it was a top 10 showdown. Kind of talk about that, how big it is to beat these guys the way we did and where we go from here.
Yes, sir. Our defense, they came out good, so we got to keep building on that for us on defense, keep shutting them out, and on offense, we're going to handle our part and do what we got to do and make smart decisions doing the plays.
Now, I've asked this to some of the other guys. You're being recruited by, you know, some bigger schools. How do you not think about that? How do you stay focused on, you know, football and school? Because, you know, it's got to be hard to do, not to think about, hey, you know, the future, you know, but then you don't have a future if you don't take care of the present, I guess,
yes,
right?
Sir, yes, sir. I just keep going grinding every day. And if God bless me with that, then it is what it is. If He don't, I'm going to just go with what I got.
On the defense tonight against Jones, the Bulldog D only gives up a field goal in this 42-3 win. Talking now to safety Justin Evans, a sophomore, Texas A&M commitment, but tonight it was all about the Bulldogs. You guys came out strong. All they got was a field goal tonight. Was that kind of the, you know, kind of talk about how things went down this evening?
Man, we had something set to do all week. We've been talking about beating Jones, so came out here with a mindset to win. That's what we did.
Now, you guys, a lot of the sophomores, you remember last year they came and beat us at our place. Was that kind of a motivator for y'all?
Most definitely, most definitely.
Now, for you, you almost got a block kick tonight.
Yeah.
Been close to getting a pick, that kind of thing. But as long as the defense does well, are you in good shape? Kind of talk about how.
I'm not worrying about my stats. As long as we win, I'm good. I'm good.
Now, talk about this is probably the best overall team performance this year, offense, defense, special teams. Did it kind of feel that way to you tonight?
Yes, sir.
What do we got to do later on here? You know, now we got a big win here, not get overconfident, that kind of thing. Kind of talk about where we go from here.
Keep the momentum going, keep pushing every day, grinding at practice, and win will come out of it.
You know, I was talking to DeVaris McCormick. He said, you know, after everybody was kind of chirping there at the beginning before, you know, the game, everybody got in a locker room, kind of relaxed a little bit. Did that kind of help coming back out on the field?
We came out with the same intensity. It just had to calm it down just a little bit.
Cool.
We'll still ride it up, though.
I hear you. Justin Evans, Bulldog safety here in the 42-3 win. Coming up next after the break, more Bulldog Blitz, but heading in, we'll take a look at the NJCAA Top 10. The Bulldogs holding steady at number 4 in the nation.
I started with Gulf Coast Community College.
I started with Gulf Coast.
I started with Gulf Coast. And I'm finishing with confidence.
This season, Bulldog Blitz is sponsored by The Shed in Gulfport, Raisin Canes, Whistle Stop Cafe, Jack's Home Improvement, and Walt Massey Chevrolet Buick GMC in Loosedale. Now, back to more Bulldog Blitz. And welcome back to Bulldog Blitz. Well, we showed you how rocking the MGCCC Band of Gold is, the Perkettes. Well, tonight we're going to take a look at our MGCCC cheerleading squad. They do a terrific job every week. Let's take a look at that right now.
Camp was a great experience. The girls and Christy and Tori and I worked really well together. We accomplished a lot of new skills, and while we were there, we won many awards. We won superior ribbons in all of the competitions that we competed in, and we also won multiple trophies. So it was a great experience.
You guys were, like I said, able to bond a little bit, that kind of thing.
Yes, we stayed in a hotel together. Each girl has a big sister, a little sister. We all stayed in rooms together, and we got to bond that way and just spend the whole 4 nights together. It was a great experience.
Now, Tori, you guys, this is your second year. Is it easier or does it get tougher? You know, because you're more of you guys, the sophomores, are more of leaders, I guess.
Right, definitely. I actually love having the opportunity to lead the other girls, and along with the rest of the sophomores, it's a great experience, and being able to come to Gulf Coast for a second year is just awesome. I wish I could stay here forever.
Now, of course, Shelly was the sponsor last year, but Christy came in here this year. Kind of, you know, what's a little different about her? What do you like about Christy, that kind of thing? Because she was a cheerleader.
Right. Well, Christy is great. She has got along with us great, and I love the way that she has came in and just taken charge and everything. She's a great coach. We're lucky to have her.
Now, Chastity, is it, you guys do football and you do basketball, that kind of thing, some of the work during the baseball game. So, it's really, y'all just don't work during football season. It's kind of almost a year-round thing.
Right, yes, sir. We start in April with our tryout, and from there, after that, we have a new squad and we start practices, start working on new skills, and from there we go to camp, and after camp we're preparing for football season, and then after football season we're right into basketball season. So it's a non-stop activity, but it's really enjoyable, it's really fun.
Tori, you do a lot of stunts and sets and things like that. Is that it's harder than it looks, isn't it?
It definitely is hard. Whenever you're putting someone up in the air or being put up in the air, it's risky for your life, but it's so much fun. And I know all the girls love stunning and everything like that. It's what makes cheerleading so worthwhile.
And a great job, as always, by Christy Bowman, the cheerleader sponsor, and the girls, always getting the crowd going, home, away, basketball, wherever they're called upon. The cheerleaders do a great job. Now we look forward to next week, another MAC-JC South Division battle. Southwest comes to town. Had a lot of success against them over the years, but Southwest has played pretty well. They had a big win last week, and, it's another South Division battle. You can't take anything for granted. The 24-hour rule, right?
24-hour rule for sure, definitely. It's going to be another tough week. We're going to get back and correct the mistakes off this film and see how much better. And I know it sounds like a broken record, but it's the truth. I think the kids have bought into that. You've got to continue to improve off. And then never be satisfied with yourself. And I think these guys have done that each and every week. In Southwest, Tucker Peavy and those guys, and they're going to have a great football team. They are definitely a team that's playing really well right now. I know they beat Colin, maybe a couple of weeks ago, and played Jones really tight. Jones had to kick a field goal to beat them at the end. And, it's going to be, again, another four-quarter ball game. We're going to really get ready to prepare to play those guys when they come to town here in just a little less than 7 days. So,
does it feel good? I know it does when the guys are buying into the system. When you can say it, but then actions speak louder than words. But then when you see them with a performance like this and the way they've played this year, knowing that they believe in what we're doing, and that's got to be a good feeling. Still got a long way to go, but so far pretty good.
Yeah, and I tell you the credit. I tell you a lot of is. It's these coaches. I tell you, Jason Phillips with the receivers, Coach George with the offensive line, and Coach Irvin Moore with the running backs, and Coach Johnson coaching tight ends and supers, Coach Davis and Coach Stevon and Coach Bruce. It's a valiant team effort. We're all in this thing together, and they do a great job each week of we talk about it as coaches, but then when we separate and we go to practice, and they're with their position players, they're with their kids most of the day. And when you got continuity and you got those guys preaching and doing exactly, we're all on the same page. The kids are, it's good to see that, the kids buying in and responding and seeing that if they'll do this, then this can happen for you. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be given to you. You're going to have to go and earn everything you get. So it's good. I'm pleased to have great coaches that do that on a daily basis as well with these kids.
There you go. Once again, the final here, 42-3, big win by Gulf Coast over Jones. And next week, we'll be back home at AOMA Memorial Stadium, taking on Southwest. Game time, 7 o'clock. You can watch online at mgccbulldogs.com. Listen at 103.1 FM. But until then, for head coach Chad Huff, I'm Bill Snyder. Thanks as always for watching Bulldog Blitz. We'll see you next week back home in Perkinston.
It's been a really rewarding experience because, it's not just the students that you form the connection with. It's also the faculty. These foundations classes were exactly what I needed.
It's a great school. Their instructors are great. You have more one-on-one time with them, and the classes are small.
The teachers here have been absolutely great. They will go the extra mile to help you out, and I'm really appreciative. I couldn't ask for better teachers here.
Transitioning from high school here, it was pretty quick because most of the players that were here I already knew, and so they kind of made it feel at home. Feel like I was back in high school again in a way. But then they also demanded me to, you know, get to that next level. And after a while, you just get used to it. We have a pretty solid D-line with Swain Ben, the anchor, you know, me at end, Joe Sanders at the other end. I think we have a pretty good chance of doing something special. And then the new guys, Chris, Rajon, Joe, all those other guys, they're going to come in and fit, you know, perfectly. And we know that it's more of taking like day by day, you know, that kind of thing is a process. And, you know, we just got to take it a game at a time. Well, before the season and the school year started, my family told me that you go in the perk, you know, football is one thing, but school is also the biggest thing too. So they have always told me to make nothing lower than an A. So I kind of just strive to do that the whole year, and it kind of happened.
Hey, listen, y'all, they ain't made a first down yet. If we keep doing what we do, they won't make a first down.
See it kick, see the ball kick first.
Right, hey, watch this surprise. Watch surprise, man, because they're going to do is go right return to the house on one time, to the house.
I told you, somebody throw it up, you're going to take it. I already knew that.
Yeah.
Let they give me a one-on-one, it's going to be over with. They triple team me the whole night. Look at this section.
Game time. Look at it. Game time.